here. Let's approve. Let's see.
You see me?
Hey man,
Yeah.
what's up?
Just working, trying to get those things done. We got a bunch of them right now. Well, I say a bunch, but three of them left the building today.
Wow, wow. The
Yeah.
tellies? Are they all tellies?
Yeah, they're all tellies. A lot of times we get the retailers that really want to go in and they'll buy a few of them and they'll test, see how they go. So I got three out. Made six. Let me see if there's like one or two more over there. There's a black one way back there. You can't really see it, but yeah, doing tellies right
Awesome.
now.
Awesome. Now, tell me a little bit about like what you have available as far as color options, pickguard options, and things like that.
Yeah, so we're trying to keep the price point on these guys is 1,500, and it's gonna be all satin, satin body neck, and the colors we're doing at that price point is gonna be we're gonna do Olympic. Did I cut out for a sec?
Yeah, you're back.
Cool, cool. My wife's trying to call me, so I'm gonna have to text her in just a second.
Go
But
ahead. Yeah.
we're doing Olympic white, satin black, and then satin sonic blue, and then the satin butterscotch, which you can see in the background. But yeah,
So the butterscotch, you can get like either pickguard with that.
yeah, we do black or white pick guard, and then the other option we got is maple or rosewood fretboard on any combo that you want, and then you can also choose between our two neck profiles. We got a standard profile and kind of a 50s fat neck profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then what kind of tuners?
We're using Cluson's Revolution tuners. They're 19 to 1, so it's a pretty fine tuning ratio. Same tuners we're running on our other guitars, and they work really well. And I've been very pleased with them. Um,
Like,
I think the biggest thing I like about them, besides the tuning ratio, is they have like the threaded bushing that goes on the top, and then it also has the screws that go on the back of the tuner. So two screws, kind of like a vintage Cluson plate style tuner, but with the addition of the threaded barrel thing for the top.
yeah. Okay. Well, I tell you what, I've got several more questions, but I want to give these guys just a second to maybe
Yeah,
come up with some questions here in the thread.
totally.
Let's see, Kyle Jackson. Was hoping for, I think he's joking. Gibson robot tuners.
No, thank you. Dude, people are digging the stash right now.
I know that it's so like like Freddie Mercury to me. You
Oh,
know.
man. It's like this is just leftover funk from the last few days, so nothing classy here.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit more about like the guitar and how that came about and everything.
So I want to build a telly. I've always loved tellies. A lot of people do, and some guys aren't really into them. But I wanted to build something that was familiar. Our Voyager is fairly familiar, but there's nothing like a good old telly. And my goal here was to make it very transparent and open sounding, and just a really great telly at a unreal kind of boutique price point. So kind of more telly than you're ever going to get for 1,500. So that was the build, the point of the build. So
And being like the satin finish, is that tend to open them up some?
so the key with the satin finishes is you don't have to put a lot of coats on. So I can spray it nice and thin and leave it open. And the satin settles a lot nicer than like your gloss finishes do, especially when you're laying it thin. And
Hmm.
yeah, we got Stephen Ray is asking if our guitars are at Barnett's. And yes, there are. I'm trying to get Seth to go in on some of these tellies. But yeah, Stephen, go play them if you're in Oklahoma.
So I guess being that we have viewers from like all over the U.S., where are some good spots to go find these and play them?
Man, I wish we had more retailers, but spots I've got right now, we've got one at what's it called? Boston Guitar. If you're in Boston, we've got a few at Barnett's Music Exchange. Where else do we have them? A few places in LA. I've got them at Westwood Music in LA. And dang, there's another shop. I don't know why it's not coming up in my brain. That's all I can pull off the top of my head.
Okay.
Definitely looking for dealers. Oh, we got, my biggest seller is down in San Diego, down near Co. Somewhat near Co. We've got Music Store Live, and they've been selling our guitars for a while.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know there's quite a San Diego contingency on these groups, so go check them out.
Music Store Live, their national city down there in San Diego.
Okay. Now something I noticed on this was on the neck where it like bolted on. It looked really interesting what you had going on down there.
Let me see if I can grab one real quick. Do you want black, butterscotch, or blue? Or the Sonic Blue?
I really dig that butterscotch.
Oh, let me grab it. Let's see if we can pull ourselves in here. But yeah, we're doing a curved neck plate. Is that what you're talking about right in there?
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. It gives us quite a bit more accessibility. What are we? That's probably about the 16th fret is where that starts to come around. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. But yeah, it allows a lot of room, lets your hand get really in there, and you can definitely grab the 21st, no problem. If you want to fret on the pickup, you really could, but
yeah.
But yeah, it looks sweet. You kind of do this coating by doing a light whitewash of white, watered down white, and then you kind of spray amber tint onto it, and you guys can probably see that grain going through. Really is a cool, tasteful piece on there.
Yeah.
And then we're running McNally's pickups. I think we talked about that before. A lot of the guys out there know McNally, but some don't.
I know of him. Now, to describe those pickups, is that kind of like a vintage voice?
Vintage voice is hard because if you really know tellies, some of the older telly pickups are actually fairly, I don't want to call them muddy, but they're warm sounding. But yeah, they're definitely a very transparent type of pickup. It's a really good take on a telly pickup. I had a guy come in here and he brought his pedal board and he played everything from like hair metal to worship music to country to like, I don't know, emo punk type music, just all in about 5 minutes. He's like, dude, I can pull everything and anything out of this guitar. So it was cool for me to see that. He was one of the first guys that really played it. So
now, can you show me the different colors you've got?
Our Olympic white just left, but let me see if I can get the black going in here. Pardon my rookiness. Can I flip the screen? I can.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, we've got the satin black. I don't know if you guys can see that. Really grainy finish on the top and the back. And then at our stock price point, we don't do a painted headstock, but we do have a price point where you can actually do the upcharge for the painted headstock. And the butterscotch, like I just showed you guys. Just tinted neck. I could do butterscotch on all those guys. Let me take you up front. Yeah, we're getting a shop tour too right now. So yeah, nice. Here is the Sonic Blue. Let me see if I can get the grain to pop on it. But yeah, stuff like that. Oh,
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Rosewood board on this guy. Like I said, you can pick rosewood board or you can do maple. In the future, I'm going to do like, Pal Faro for import stuff or Wenge or something like that. But yeah, that's how they come out. I choose to use, let's see if I flip back around. I try to use lighter pieces of swamp ash. And I'm even talking about doing a smuggler's cavity underneath the pickguard for just to reduce some weight. And yeah, my whole goal is just to keep this very balanced, well-built telly. So yeah.
Now, Steven asked if you're going to be able to do other pickup combinations in the future.
If someone were to order it right now, I'd definitely make it happen. The way we've got our CNC set up, I could actually grab different pickup combinations from either the Voyager or the Catalina and actually throw it on the telly. It'll be a little bit of work, but it's not too gnarly to to do that swap. So in short, yes, the price point will be higher, but I will be doing other pickup options.
And the painted headstock, what kind of upcharge are you looking there?
Right now it's 150. I'm going to kind of see how that sits. It's quite a bit of extra work to do all that tape
Yeah.
off and sand and prep. But yeah, it just, if it doesn't make sense in the end, I could go a touch lower, but not a whole lot lower. So
Mm-hmm. Cool. Now,
yeah.
is it okay to kind of hint about what's available on this for a short term?
We can hint a little bit. So yeah, we are kind of doing a release discount. I don't know if I can say the full amount, but we're going to say 15% is what I'm doing right now to do the release. And that's our upcoming Black Friday sale. So any of our custom guitars and stock guitars and participating dealers who want to do that, you're going to be eligible for 15% off. It's only going to be a short window of the 4 days, Black Friday to Cyber Monday. And yeah, we'll just see how that goes.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's on all the lineup. So the Catalina, the Voyager, everything's gonna be 15% off.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of my stock's kind of dwindling here at the shop, and with NAMM prep, I'm not able to build much more. So, like I said, 15% is extended to custom orders if you kind of see what you want, but it's not there. We'll be able to get you in on that. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give these guys guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and type those in, and we will try to tackle that. Give everybody just a couple minutes here.
Yeah. What's Michael saying?
Hey y'all, slurping and burping over here. You got to hear Michael talk. Do
you know Michael personally?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I think I've got Michael's phone number. Was I talking with Michael?
Yeah.
That's right. Fill me in on slurping and burping. I'm not familiar with such terms.
I think it's like a Gear Slum reference.
Okay, gotcha.
What's up, Chris?
What we got? There we go. Yes, we did, Michael. Michael, I've talked to so many people, it keeps getting jumbled up in my head who I've talked to and who I haven't. You slurp, then you burp. Got it. I love it.
Well, while we're waiting to see if we get any more questions in, kind of show, if you don't mind, kind of give us a quick tour of the shop a little bit.
Oh man, it's a mess. I'll take you through it, but
okay.
Dude, I've been going like crazy. Yeah, so let me see if I can flip this around. So little entryway. This is where I have guys come into the shop. This is kind of an inspection space. We do repair here periodically. Like I said, it's a mess. We've got amp that I've made. It's Tweed Deluxe, little pedal board combo, just for some testing. And then, another amp. And then we come into the warehouse. You guys are kind of in the back office with me, and that's kind of our setup room. But we come into the warehouse now. Could get loud with door slamming, so just bear with me.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Chris said, what do you think sets your guitars apart from other boutique F-style brands doing similar things? I'll let you speak on that.
F-style being Fender style. Okay. Just the build quality and the attention to detail. I think Co can vouch for this because he's played a bunch of them, but like, there's the shop. My messy spray booth. It's a very consistent guitar. A lot of guys will pick up one guitar and go to the next one, and they'll be like, man, if I had a blindfold on, I wouldn't even know which one I was playing. So really consistent neck profiles. I don't know. The thin finishes definitely keep them more open. A lot of it's relationship too, and customer service, and just maintaining quality and stuff like that. I'm gonna flip the camera around until we go back to shop tour. But a lot of it's kind of doing that stuff, and selected materials. You know, I've used for our Voyagers and Catalinas, I'm strictly using quarter sawn material. For the tellies, I am using flat sawn. Quarter sawn is a little bit better in tone and stability, but the flat sawn people have used forever, including Fender all the way back in the 50s. So yeah, I actually choose, let me see if I can flip you back over. That's swamp ash right here. We've got gluing up. I weigh the swamp ash and I check it. So for some of the hollow bodies, I'll pick the heavier ash, and that goes to semi-hollows, and I actually have extra routes I can do to lighten them back up to keep weight consistent. Yeah, it's kind of our build rack over there. We've got a lot of fretboards and stuff like that. Did I answer the question? Chris, did I answer your question? Do you have other questions, more direct questions I can answer for you? Chris was asking about the F-style stuff. But yeah, it's kind of how we do it. Simple serial numbers and then simple slots. It's all about keeping your order forms and such orderly so you can, oh, that's upside down. Get yourself all dialed in. Yeah, a lot of guys don't know this, but we actually cut most of our inlays out here at the shop. So any of those hollow circles we cut out on the, let me see if I can pull out the CNC thing. Oh, let me flip over. So this block right here, this actually goes onto the mill, and I don't know if you can see all those circles and those dust on it, and the dust on it, but we programmed the CNC to be able to cut them other pearl or even ebony dots and put those on there. Yes, Chris, it does. My mojo does transfer from the mustache to every guitar. But yeah, so this is a CNC machine. Right now, we've got it rigged up so we can actually run 3 necks on it. It's off right now, so I can't move it. But yeah, these are a bunch of telly necks we're doing. A bunch of the guitars you saw on the rack are NAMM guitars. But yeah, and then after that, we've got sanders. You come off the CNC and you cut it out on the bandsaw, and then you kind of go to sanders. I'll pick up these guys. They've got leftover tabs kind of right there, and they get taken up on this sander right here on the drum, and we kind of sand them up, get them dialed in. You can probably see some white on here. That's primarily from sanding and shaping the nuts for the guitars. So we get blanks for those. And yeah, if anyone wants to come clean my shop, they can. Man, but yeah, I don't know if there's too much more to show here. I do like building acoustics. I think we touched on that in the interview. Let's see if I can show you this.
Oh, nice.
I've only built a handful of them, but this one, I don't know if you can see it. It is Sinker Redwood. Nice, beautiful piece here. And that ring is actually little pieces of ebony that I've CNC'd out to fit. And
speaking of Tim McNally, he just joined in on the chat.
No way, Tim. What's up? Yeah, just doing different stuff here. Ebony trim on this guy. It's really, really hard to actually get that ebony to bind and do what I wanted.
Yeah. So how many acoustics do you have there that you're working on right now?
I've just got 2. It's been a while since I built an acoustic, so every once in a while I do a pre-build to the build, kind of either utilizing scrap parts or stuff I have laying around to build like a prototype instrument. Because there's so many settings when setting up your jigs, you got to make sure they're dialed, and a lot of times they're kind of one-pass settings. So if you goof up, well, you goof up, and you don't want to do that onto a piece of wood that costs several $100. But yeah. What else we got?
Chris said he's going to check your guitar out. He's going to hang out with Brian Wall next week.
Yes. He's got 2 of them there right now. What did Chris Sy say? Gibson. What guitar is that? Can we get a photo of that, Chris?
The Gibson Modern. Huh. Not familiar with that one.
Yeah, Chris, if you can send us a picture of, what is it, the Gibson Modern or something like that, that'd be awesome. But yeah, does anyone else have any specific questions? Things that, how to grow a mustache? I don't know.
Do you have to use like beard oil for that mustache to make it look so?
If I don't do anything, it just kind of goes straight out, and I've got to pretty much put wax or gel in it on a daily basis. Okay. It's kind of unruly, and I enjoy water sports like water skiing and stuff. So when I do, it tends to hang down like that when I get out of the water. So all sorts of fun stuff.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I guess the only question I have left is on the tellies.
Yeah.
What's your lead time on that right now?
We're getting crazy with NAMM and some of the other stuff. I'm 3 to 5 weeks on it. I'm hoping for 3 to 4, and I hope to bring it down to 3. In fact, I hope for the standard ones, depending on how sales go, to basically keep like one of those in stock at all times, or leave it pretty quick so we can go and I've got. Let me flip over again, but I've got a bunch of telly bodies already pre-milled out, and you guys saw those necks. Because the telly bodies, I don't have to assign a serial number to. That's done after a neck. So all the necks, I kind of pre-assign serial numbers to. So I've got a few maples. These are all of our standard profile, not the fat necks. And yeah, I have stuff kind of ready to go for that because they're more simple, where everything else we've done has been very complex and very custom. So it allows me to pre-build them and keep the lead time shorter and stuff like that.
Cool. Very cool. Well,
Yeah.
do you have any, I guess we'll wrap this up. Do you have anything else you want to add in before we?
I think I pretty much covered it. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's seen the worship tutorial video, but those guys do a killer job. I really appreciate those guys and the work that they put in and just what they offer. And
Tell us
they're
where
really
we can find that.
What's that?
Tell us where we can find that.
The group or the YouTube channel Worship Tutorials.
Okay.
With Brian Wall, and yeah, they did Voyager demo video, and they did a semi-hollow and a solid Voyager. So take a look at that. But yeah,
very cool. Well, I'm hoping that I can run into you at NAMM and maybe put my hands on one of these and check it out.
Yes.
So looking forward to that.
I'm hoping to have a few fat necks there because I know guys are going to be asking about the fat necks. Fat necks aren't for everyone, but the guys who love them. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where you staying out there? Where you staying when you go to NAMM?
I'm going to be in Anaheim
Okay.
with a few of the other podcasters.
Oh, are you going to be with Co?
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
going to hang out with Co and Paul and them. So
sweet. That sounds like a good time.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'll show up one day, but I don't know what my wife and I are doing. We're staying somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I would definitely be looking for you while I'm out there, and have to check one of those out.
Yeah. Well, shoot, let's do this more often when I come up with new stuff, or just we should do updates.
Yes, absolutely.
Monthly, every other month, or something like that. But yeah. Oh, Tim sent a YouTube. Tim, what is it? Let's see if he responds. But yeah. Anything else?
I think that's it. Now I'm going to leave this up, so if anybody you have questions, whatever, you come back here, and Chad will try to answer them, and so let's keep the discussion going.
And I'm busy, but if you guys have tech-related questions, feel free to reach out. I'm trying to be better about answering Facebook and Instagram stuff, but the best thing you can do for me is just give me a quick ring. If you got a question like, hey, dude, my pickup's not working, I'll be glad to try to answer,
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Tim posted that worship tutorial video in the comments here if you guys want to check it out. And
gotcha.
So. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you soon.
Okay. See ya. Bye-bye.